weep, grana, weep, and ninny bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we'll be checking out the reveal of Stratosphere and other Rise of the Beasts characters. We'll be looking at XTB's take on ultra-magnus, also amazing artwork coming from Rise of the Beasts, and do you need a 3-foot tall Prime? We're going to show you how to get one. All this and much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off things today with she, yes, she. It's a girl, it's a bloody big girl. Nemesis is a girl, I get it. I will respect the pronouns of Transformers going forwards. My community told me it's a girl. I misspoke in my last video. It's a girl. It's still an ugly girl though. I think here in the UK we probably would have called her like Big Bertha or something. Maybe I'll start referring to Nemesis as Big Bertha, and then that'll be a lot easier for me to remember. Because it's still an ugly bot. And it really didn't have to be, because over on Show Z, they shared this awesome artwork by the amazing Spino of an Arc Titan and Nemesis going at. And Nemesis was like a Godzilla-esque kaiju type thing. Very different from what we've seen in the past with Trypticon, really more kaiju-esque Godzilla, and I absolutely love it. I think this is a fantastic look. Look at what we could have won. Look how good this could have been. The take on the Arc here as well, also miles better than the take on the Arc that we got. Very much Pacific Rim vibes that I get from it as well, but that's not a bad thing. Also love the kind of blended Omega Superion kind of claw thing going on here with the Arc. All in all, both these bots looking better than what Hasbro's developed. Moving on then, we check in with Funbie Studios, who has been sending us to Burma for the Ruby minecart from More Than Meets the Eye. Amazing Ruby minecart here with a hidden area where you can store stuff, and then there's also you can attach rockets, blast effects, and all kinds of things to it. You can also print this little tower as well for it, but I think this is so cool. I love the fact that they just keep digging into that episodes of G1, looking at where they can release something that's just a little bit different, and these Ruby mine things are fantastic. Love it. One day you'll be able to just have the whole of everything from G1 all upon your shelf, 3D printed in whatever size you want. Check out Funbie Studios, they make amazing stuff. If you're in the UK, like I am, kapow, getting some interesting Transformers restocks, the Ghostbusters and also Hannibal from Fans Toys as well. Couple of pretty good restocks there. Love me the Ghostbusters one of my favourite figures in my collection. The team over at JizzaiToys, again showing off some of the things that they're working on at the moment, and right now they're working on a Wheeljack from the first episodes of Transformers, a Cybertronian take on Wheeljack. This looks really cool. Can't wait to see the finished model. Also, can't wait to one day find out where you can actually pick some JizzaiToys stuff up, because I still don't know. The team over at Cang Toys are currently making the mini version of their Predacons. So they've kind of done the large version, and now they're making the smaller version. And of course that means that Monkey Pants has also got to be turned into something slightly smaller. So we are getting Monkey Pants the Mini, and we can see Monkey Pants when Monkey Pants joins, and this is why we call him Monkey Pants, because he's the pants. Take this with a massive grain of salt, as I've been unable to confirm this one, but this is what the shattered glass take on Hound could look like from Newage. Nice, but lazy? The team over at XTB have been working on their version of Counterpunch, and this is what we can see at the moment. And yeah, It looks alright from the test shots. The car mode here looks very nice. The bot mode, from what I saw and what I remember on the Digibashes, the bot mode looked okay as well. Looked quite thin. But it'll be interesting to see when we actually see the full colour of it, because obviously this is currently not the right colours. But funny that they're calling it the James Bond car, right? Secretly seeing a take on what they're calling stacks, which is just their take on ultra-magnus. And this is their take on what I lovingly refer to as the Pissy Magnus version. So this is the translucent take on Magnus, new age version of this as well, and of course Takara and Hasbro have released this in the past as well. And yeah, I think so. I think I remember New Age maybe did a similar thing with this. The trailer is the translucent bit, however the cab itself is not translucent. So yeah, I'm always like, well, if you're going to do something translucent, make the whole thing translucent. If you can't, why bother? So it looks okay, but I'm pretty sure if you're a lover of translucent figures, you want the whole thing to be translucent. I don't buy translucent figures. It's not something that I'm really super keen on, apart from that translucent purple Megatron that New Age released a long time ago, that's supposed to be the one that's in the change from Megatron to Galvatron. I want it in my collection, and I still can't get hold of it. Never mind for my troubles, but this looks bizarre. Half translucent, half not. I know there's tolerance issues a lot with translucent figures, and this is why probably they haven't made everything translucent, or maybe they're just a little bit lazy. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. Pissy Magnus is nothing that I ever get excited about anyway. Stacks apparently is not a bad figure, but again, for me, it's not the Magnus I want because it doesn't come with a Prime. It just transforms as one, so don't be expecting to get a central Prime figure with this. It's just one thing that transforms from the alt mode into Pissy Magnus. Have you ever wanted a Prime that is 3 foot tall? Well, right available right now is a 3.5 foot die cast Optimus Prime. Big scale modeling, and this all will come from the team over at Agora Models. Now, I don't know anything about Agora Models. I haven't covered Agora Models, but you can find, and I will link this down in the description, a video on this right now of an unboxing of the 3.5 foot Optimus Prime with lights and sounds, and it's kind of poseable as well. Obviously, it doesn't transform, so it won't go into my collection, but all in all, I think it looks okay. I can imagine this taking pride of place in somebody's living room or somebody's collection. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know of a bigger Optimus Prime that's available at the moment. 3.5 foot. I think that's bigger than my niece. That's pretty damn big. Let me know if you know of a bigger Optimus Prime on the market right now, because this one is pretty damn big. Also, the team over at Displate right now are doing limited edition, pretty good looking Transformers displays. So these are like metallic posters, basically, or metallic wall art that you can put up that are made of metal, and they look pretty cool. I've never bought anything from Displate. Maybe I'll buy this one for my wall because that one does look pretty damn nice. Moving over to the team at Planet X and their Cadmos, which to you and I is a shattered glass take on Leosaber, is getting a re-looking at a lot of different stores right now. So if you missed this one the first time around, some places actually have this in stock right now. Another couple of places are currently having this one up on pre-order, so check wherever you usually buy stuff from for this, because it's probably there right now, and it's a beautiful looking thing, much better than what Hasbro offered. Buy this one instead. The team at YOLOPARK have been showing some literal in-hand images of their figures that are coming from the Rise of the Beasties, and this is Optimus Primal. We can see he's pretty damn well detailed, pretty good pretty nice. You can see all the robot markings inside him as well. As far as I'm aware, these things don't transform. They did also show their Bumblebee, and I think I said in a previous video that they looked maybe a little bit cheaper plastic or whatever, but all in all, I don't think this now looks that bad. I can't feel the plastic, obviously, but I think it looks okay. It's not too bad. Prices on these on Show Z right now are about $44, so yeah, not bad. But for me, they don't transform, so they'll never make it into my collection. There's a video up right now if you want to check out Pete Davidson doing some of the voicing and recording his voice lines for Jazz. Then you'll be able to check that out right now on YouTube. Again, I will link this one down in the description. Massive warning here though, that does mean you will need to listen to Pete Davidson for a while. I apologize. And keeping things all Rise of the Beasts, promotional work, standees in stores, new posters galore this week. So we got the IMAX poster and some in-store standees, but this is the art that I'm talking about. This is some fantastic graffiti artwork. I'm a massive graffiti artwork fan and I love it. It's all over the city that I live in. Really good places to go and look at graffiti art and graffiti artists. And I love the work that's on, especially the first two that we've showed here. So really liking all of the promotional artwork. I'm still excited. I'm still pretty hyped for what is going to come, even though the reviews that I keep seeing and what people are talking about with the movie is yush. At least we can currently bask and bathe in all of this amazing promotional work that's going on. This week we also got a new lot of cards, basically, that are all these character bios, and in these character bios things like Stratosphere was confirmed, which I don't think was 100% confirmed, or certainly I had not seen Stratosphere before, so that is now a confirmed character. These bios are all well worth reading, but one of these is Unicron's bio, because Unicron's bio, I will read Unicron's bio to you now. So Unicron's bio says designation Devourer of Planets. Yeah, we know, that's what he does. He is, to repeat, Unicron eats worlds and he's always hungry. True, that's his threat level. When we get to converts into, Unicron uses the energy from the ecosystems he ingests to become the most omnipotent force in the multiverse. He's not exactly a force for good either. So that means now multiverse confirmed. That means we are definitely heading towards a Transformers multiverse. So this could be where the mess is coming from. I think we know, certainly from a while ago, we've always had a multiverse, right? And I think I remember in lore that Unicron was classed as like an omnipresent Transformers god that is through all of the different versions that we get, and that's why we have so many multiverses. But it's interesting that they are now bringing that to the movie. It also mentions that he sends Scourge and his Terracons to retrieve a key that will open up a portal in space and time. So are we going to see a kind of key to Vector Sigma kind of thing with the plasma energy chamber and all this kind of stuff? That could be quite interesting as well. I have to say that I also really like the artwork here. I've not seen this artwork before, and it's very reminiscent of where we have Galvatron stood there in front of Unicron just before he transforms. So I believe that is Scourge stood there in front of Unicron, so that'll be a lovely little callback if we get that just before he transforms into his ultimate robot mode. So some really interesting little bits in each one of these bios, so I highly recommend that you go and check these all out online, because there are really interesting little tidbits on what the story entails and what's going on. There's a couple of interesting things in the filthy human stuff, but we don't talk about the filthy flesh creatures on this channel. And then finally we got some images of this battle charger right here, and this battle charger right here of course is Jazz, Mirage, Pete Davidson, whatever you want to call it, but It's ugly! Now, probably 9 out of 10 people watching this channel won't be picking this up, but for those completionists amongst you, yes, because we have a new movie, we're going to have a whole host of stuff that is going to sit on the shelves and you'll be able to pick up in the bargain bin soon after. Obviously, this is not aimed at main collectors. This is aimed at the younger generation, and good for them because, yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly. And Hasbro, yet again, can't seem to do two wheels that are exactly the same. So that is everything from me on this Transformers Saturday. If you're new around here, please think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright team, in a bit. Peace.